Welcome back. It's part 3 of Edinburgh Fest Live, here from the Newtown Theatre in George Street. Now, our first guest, before we get to Harry Mary, I should just warn you at home, please do not try and repeat his recipes or her recipes. It's really for a comic effect only. If you want to contact the show, simply go to www.sbctv.co.uk, and if you want to catch up with any of our previous editions, that's all available on YouTube. Just search YouTube for SBC Edinburgh Fest Live. But ladies and gents, put your hands together first for Doug Segal.
Cheers, David. So I do like a comedy mind-reading actor. I don't need to worry about it. There's nothing psychic or spooky about anything I do. Everything I do using one or more the following skills from my background in psychology and in advertising. So I'm using statistics, persuasion techniques, subliminal influence, and I'm coupling that with 2 key advertising skills of cheating and lying to create the illusion of mind-reading, mind control. Also, obviously, because it is a mind-reading act, I do need to have some sort of audience interaction. Otherwise, I'm just an overconfident man claiming everything's going according to plan with no material proof. A bit like David Cameron. There's a lovely gentleman there with a beard, which is getting on for mine. What's your name, sir? David, yes? And the lady next to you, what's your name, please? Christina. David and Christina. David and Christina, would you join me, please? Give them a big round of applause. Come on, guys. Oh, come on, people. It's David and Christina, for Christ's sake. Come on. Hey! Come on up, my friend. Take a seat. Thank you very much. Pop yourself on there. Pleased to meet you too. Christina, just like to pop yourself on there. Lovely. Good. So one of the things that really interests me because of the nature of what I do is kind of celebrity culture and things that tells us about what we should and shouldn't look for in a mate. By celebrity culture, I mean things like Hello magazine, OK magazine. You guys know what I mean? Any of you guys read those magazines?
No.
You liars! I think as human beings, we actually operate a little bit more on instinct than that. So, Christina, for the love of God, don't drop these, because this is tedious enough as it is. But please just give them a little bit of mix like this from hand to hand. It genuinely doesn't matter if I know what order they're in, just as long as you don't know what order they're in. And that will make sense to everyone in a moment. Happy days? Yes. Good, okay. I'm so sorry. So it's Christina and David. I'm going to give you guys about half each of these, okay? So that's half for you, half for you. From this point onwards, please keep them face down. Mix them up some more. Go crazy. But do keep them face down, David, okay? Lovely. Good man. And whenever you're ready, just swap your piles over. I don't even want to touch them as you swap them. It's important you guys understand this isn't some kind of card trick. Mix them up one last time. Maybe, David, you might be more comfortable if both of you, if you face in this way a little bit, okay? There we go. So keep them in your hands. What I'm going to ask you to do is, I'm going to ask you, Christina, to one at a time go through and without turning them over or looking at them, just gut feel the ones that you think are men, you're going to place here, okay? The ones that you think are women are going to go on here, and this will be the discard pile for both of you. So let's just check that out. So just gut feel, top one, what do you think it is?
Man.
A man, pop it here. Okay, and the next one, what do you think that is?
Man.
Okay, and the third?
Woman.
Pop it there. Stop for a second. You're kind of doing the opposite. You're looking for women. So if you think it's a woman, it's going to go here. It's a man on the discard pile. So what do you think?
Women.
Okay, next one.
Man.
Cool. Carry on, the pair of you. Just go for it. Don't have a system. Just as quick as you can. Just gut feel. Good work. Almost there. Good. Good, good, good. Marvellous. Without turning them over, just pick your pile up and literally just from hand to hand, just have a count and see how many you have. Yeah, not turning them over was fairly crucial, but that's fine. The beauty of TV means that we can edit. Are we done? Yep. How many do you have? 6. How many do you have? 5. Close enough. You understand the chances of any single photograph being either male or female is 50-50. Yes, people? Yeah? But the chances of Christine having correctly selected just one male photograph is ever so slightly worse than 50-50. Does that make sense? Yes? Turn over just one for us, please, Christine. One. Okay, good. We'll call that 50-50. However, if you've selected just one more, that would already be a 1 in 10 chance. Let's take a look. Nice and quickly, if you would. 1 in 10. The numbers stack up very hard, very quickly if David's got any right. David, turn one over for us. Okay, that's 1 in 100 chance. If this is male and this is female, that would be 1 in 1,000 already. Let's take a look. 1 in 1,000. If this is male and this is female, that would be 1 in 10,000. Let's take a look, guys, quick as you can. Lovely. Thank you. 1 in 10,000. If this is male and this is female, that would be 1 in 100,000. Good luck, guys. Let's take a look. It could be coincidence. Let's just recap what just happened. You mixed these up. Yes. I even made a point of saying, I don't want to touch them as you pass them to each other, specifically so I could refer back to it now, to remind you that I didn't touch them. So, 2 things. If these are both correct, that is a 1 in 900,000 chance. And 2, they've done this, not me. So, if it's right, you should go absolutely crazy for them. And by crazy, I mean like Americans. Yeah. Let me hear what crazy would sound like. Like that, but louder. Best of luck, guys. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, come on!
Amazing.
Give it up for David and Christine. Thank you so much, guys. Go take a seat. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you very much.
So that's a useful trick, I suppose.
It's useful if you've got a lot of photographs to sort through, I suppose. I can't see many other real-world practical applications for it.
Indeed, indeed. Where and when is your show?
I am on at 7:50 p.m. in the ballroom of the Voodoo Rooms every day except Mondays.
A day off.
A
Ladies and
rare
gents.
day off, and I came here to see you people because I love you, and my parents didn't give me enough attention, so I crave yours.
Ladies and gents, can we make a big thank you to Doug Segal. Oh, okay, folks, at home, if you've watched the show before, you know what's coming. For the audience that's the first time here, this is a pleasant surprise. Can we please go over, it's time for that time again, to Hairy Mary.
And a bit of an upset stomach from the tuna cookies yesterday as well.
Yes. There's a few people that seem to be in the hospital since visiting here.
Yes. Well, as I say, I'm not going to bother cooking, but today I'm going to prepare the perfect chicken salad, a delightful summer meal. So could we have some help from a member of the audience? Actually, I always like to get somebody involved. Do we have a volunteer? Oh, young man, come up, come on. Yes, that's lovely.
Round of applause.
What's your name?
Raphael.
Raphael. Oh, what a glorious name. Isn't that wonderful? Have you ever made a salad before, Raphael? No, well, it's very simple. We're going to start with some lettuce. Now, I'm a bit tired, David. Most of the TV chefs like to show off with their fancy knife work, but I prefer not to do that. I think it's just showing off. I prefer to use just brute strength, Raphael, you see. So we're just going to, I'm just going to tear the lettuce. You want to take some of that and just tear some of it up for me. Like that. Just tear it up. Imagine it's somebody you really don't like and just tear it up and just plop it in the bowl like that. That's it. Yes. And for the smaller pieces, just give it a little. In it goes. So, a good base of lettuce to start with, you see, and then some mixed crunchy salad. Normally I'd make this up myself, but I can't be bothered, David. I really can't. So we're just going to take a handful of that. It's all right, it's just salad. No? What was the point of you coming up if you won't even do it? A couple of good handfuls of that, like so. I mean, it's looking wonderful already, David, isn't it?
It's,
it really is, yes.
It's more delicious than the normal meals.
And then give that a good toss like that, you see. Yes, and then maybe we can add some peppers. Like I say, no fancy knife work, so we're going to we're just going to take out some of that pent-up tension with the hammer, you see, like that. This helps to release the flavour. You see, yes, I would move, yes, like so. Yes, that's it. Yes. Now it's going to be a chicken salad, of course. Some tomatoes, perhaps, just a little garnish of tomato.
That's the set gone.
Like that. Now, we're going to make a dressing before we add the chicken. So a dressing. Could you hold the bowl for me, young man? Yes, thank you. Come a little closer so the camera can see you. That's it. Nothing bad's going to happen. So we're going to start the dressing with some wine. You could hold the bowl again, if you wouldn't mind. Nothing bad's going to happen, I promise you, nothing. So a little bit of pepper like that. Yes, you see, for some seasoning and some salt. Let's speed it all up a bit. And then we're going to complete the dressing with some tomato sauce. We could make something tomato-y, but who can be bothered, really, quite frankly. And a little squeeze of Marmite, possibly, just for some zing in there as well. Oh, I'm so tired, David. Who is this fellow, David, that you've got sitting down
He's
here?
our previous guest.
Now,
I
could you
think
give that
wants to
little
keep his
stir for me for
clothes
the
clean.
dressing? That's very good, Raphael, yes. Yes. Get all the Marmite mixed into the middle of it. That's it. Yum, yum, yum. Yes, indeed. And then we want to distribute this evenly throughout the salad, of course, the dressing. So the easiest way to do that... Oh, we need some onions as well, don't we? Let's chuck some of those in there. And we're going to pour the dressing into a jug now. Give it a bit of a mix-up. And we want to distribute it evenly through the layers of the salad. So this dressing, sometimes people pour it on, it doesn't mix through very well. So we're going to start at the bottom. Another layer. Another layer. Final layer.
Are we nearly ready, Mary? I'm just wondering, what about your book deal? How's that coming along?
Oh, it's coming on marvellously, darling. We don't have any actual chicken because we ate it all yesterday, so this is chicken and turkey dog food, which is very nice. And to distribute that through, we just get a good handful. Do you want to help me with this? No, I didn't think you would somehow. We're just going to squeeze that like that till it all drops onto the salad. Isn't that absolutely marvellous, David? I'm done, David.
Thank you. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Harry Mary. Now, if you just joined us, you just missed another delightful recipe. We're back after the break with more great entertainment. Don't go away.